Yeah, you guessed right. This is a diorama built using resin, but I have some good news. You don't need tons of resin and expensive molding materials for building this. Enjoy the video. Hi there, here it's the Hasegawa Lancia Stratos HF in 24 scale. It looks more complex than other car models. Everything you need are in the box, except pilot and co-pilot figures. I bought two of this set for pilot and co-pilot figures. It has 3 helmets from different era. I picked the modern one. Let's get started with the chassis. That's better to use a saw on this part. I drew a sketch on a styrofoam block first. After that, I added elevations with styrofoam pieces. I'm adding more pieces for softening the sharp edges. Flaked foam pieces for random surface texture. After it's complete, I covered it with balsa wood planks. Balsa wood may little bit expensive, but it's cheaper than my time to spend shaping any cheap and rigid wood. I'm covering the entire surface with homemade plaster mixture. After an hour, I'm starting to shaping it. I'm adding more texture with alcohol and plaster of Paris to the elevations. I'm sprinkling different sizes of gravels to the stream bed. Then I'm fixing them with water-diluted white glue. I'm adding more texture with different type of diorama materials. I'm applying moss effect to the gravels and stones on the stream bed. As I mentioned at the beginning, you don't need tons of resin. I'm pouring the first 150 ml to the stream bed. That's all. I will need another 150 ml for making the splash waves. I decided to add LED lights to the model. Let's do it. The size of the LED lights too big for some places of the model. I'm fixing that first. After that, I'm soldering the cables to the LEDs. The LED light is still too bright for a brake light. I'm painting it with acrylic red paint. I'm preparing the lights and the fog lights for LEDs. All lights are ready to assembly. I'm not big fan of painting figures, but I have to do. Let's finish them basically. Fortunately, they won't be too visible. I need to make more practice on figure painting. I need to modify some parts of the figures. These meshes come with the kit. The decals were a real challenge. If you plan to finish in clean condition, you have to good planning. I don't mind tearing, wrinkles and errors, because I'm gonna finish this in almost fully mud covered. Still, I'm trying to make it as smooth and aligned as I can. I simply painted the figures with a brush, nothing worth showing. Now I'm applying gloss varnish on them. Let's make the seat belts using with thick aluminum foil and the kit's decals. I'm using a decal agent to fix them to the foil. And I'm fixing them to their places with super glue. Okay, let's finish the kit's assembly. As I mentioned before, Stratos is really complex designed car. And here we come to the tricky part. I use plastilin, but you can use any material like that. For example, Play-Doh, Uhutech, Petafix, etc. Okay, this is the plan. I'm making a base and a kind of mold with the plastilin for making away with resin and cotton. As you can see, the molds are looking like a splash wave already. You can make higher or lower. At the finish, I want to show my car model, so this height is enough. I'm moving the molds to a safe place and covering them with stretch film. I'm making another 100 ml resin mixture first. A piece of cotton will be enough. I separated off a piece of cotton in a proper size and start pouring resin on it. Make sure to apply the resin to the lower parts of the cotton. Now I am shaping the waves with a rod. I will continue to do this until the resin has the consistency of jelly, otherwise the resin will flow. I colored the remaining resin with acrylic paints. I am applying the muddy water effect to the waves with the colored resin. The first resin I poured cured after 48 hours. Now I can carve slots for the wheels and remove the unnecessary areas with a moto tool. Oops, that's not good. I need a vacuum cleaner. I'm using the wiper's measurements to cut the paint masks. I'm preparing the weathering mixtures in different sizes, densities and colors with plaster of Paris, water, matte varnish and some acrylic paints. I'm applying the thinner and lighter colored mixture with an old toothbrush first. And I'm applying the thicker mixtures with an brush. And the darker mixtures. I'm cleaning the excess mixture with an old toothbrush. And finally, the darkest mixture. I'm applying more tile tracks to the base with remaining mud mixtures. I'm applying the water flow effect with extra heavy gel medium. I'm using the wheels of the kit to get the realistic tire track effect. After 48 hours, the resin waves are fully cured. Let's make the final resin mixtures. This time I'm adding some colored gravels to the one-off mixtures. I let the mixtures a few hours for curing, then I'm applying the effect to the waves. It's time to fixing the model to the base. On a plastic part, I'm preparing some small pieces using cotton and resin. And I'm applying some extra water effect to the model with that pieces. While the resin is still active, I'm adding the waves to the base. Resin will fix and make them solid in 24 hours. I added some support struts to the waves, then I'm combining the effect together. Be bold and determined while the resin is still soft. Do not worry about minor errors. At this stage, everything can be undone. You can pull the resin out with the tweezers and add any one. Just keep trying and do not give a break when the resin is still soft. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is normal when the resin is still soft. Just make sure everything's are in place before let them dry. I'm applying the final touch to the matte effect with gloss medium. Well, it's finished. Thanks for watching this episode. I hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed, please like and share. Also, subscribe my channel if you haven't yet. See you on the next episode. Until then, keep modeling and take care of yourself. Bye.